Discontinued but never forgotten, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is a car, a Hollywood star, and an iconic symbol of car culture that captivated drivers and sidewalk onlookers alike. Mitsubishi has always been on a rally-inspired quest, beginning in the 1960s with the 500 Super Deluxe and later in the 70s with the development of the Lancer 1600 GSR. But we'll have to skip forward to the late 80s to see the Lancer Evolution starting to take shape. In 1987, Mitsubishi introduced the Galant VR4, featuring a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine pumping out 195 horsepower and an all-wheel drive system built for World Rally Championship. But by the early 90s, the Galant was too large to be competitive on tighter, tougher, and more demanding modern rally courses. So they took the mechanical elements that made up the Galant VR4 and fit them into a smaller, lighter, more competitive shell called the 1992 Lancer Evolution. The Evo 1's engine was rated at 247 horsepower, and the car itself was offered in GSR or RS versions. GSR being a fully comfortable street car, and the RS being stripped of luxuries to save 150 pounds of weight. 5,000 of these first Evolutions were built during 1992 and 93, and all were sold in Japan. Then, in 1993, the Evolution itself evolved into the Evolution 2. If you were looking for a dramatic redesign, this wasn't it. Externally, the car remained largely the same, with no noticeable styling changes. Under the body of the car, however, there were slight changes to the wheelbase, front and rear racks, and tires. 1995 brought along the Evo 3 with a sweet new style, improved aerodynamics, and a brand new turbocharger that boosted engine output to 266 horsepower. This would also mark the first Evolution to be driven in World Rally competition by the great Tommi Mäkinen. Mäkinen went on to win the Driver's Crown in World Rally Championship in 1996, 97, 98, and 99 using the Rally Art prepped Evo 3, 4, 5, and 6s. Winning on the dirt was thrusting Mitsubishi and the Lancer Evolution into the spotlight. The up-and-coming rally legend caught the eyes of video game racing simulation franchise Gran Turismo, who included the Evo 3 and 4 in the first iteration of the game in 1997. Eventually, the Japanese government instituted laws that restricted power output, so Mitsubishi stated the Lancer Evolution 5 made 276 horsepower, but pretty much everyone knew it stretched beyond 300. 1999 brought us the Evo 6, and to this point the Lancer Evolution still had not been exported to the United States. But the car's performance reputation was well known globally, and sales began in markets like Germany and the UK. 1999 also saw a Tommi Mäkinen edition of the Evolution, which many considered to be the Evo 6.5. If you're a fan of the Fast and Furious films, the Evo 7 might look familiar. In 2003, Universal Pictures released Too Fast, Too Furious. Mitsubishi's marketing team definitely got some promotions after precise product placement landed the Lancer Evolution 7 in the hands of Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker, during an intense race scene. After the Evo's appearance in the Fast and Furious series, Americans were dying to get their hands on the car and demanded it be exported to dealerships in the US. They got their wish in 2003 with the Lancer Evolution 8, and it was an immediate success. Soon after, in 2005, Mitsubishi debuted the Evo 9 with 286 horsepower and 289 pound-feet of torque. And yes, an Evo 9 wagon did in fact exist, but it was never exported outside of Japan. And that brings us to 2008 and the Lancer Evolution 10, the last addition to the line and interestingly, the first fully all-new Evo since the Evo 1. The Evo 10 was Mitsubishi's official departure from World Rally Championship competition. Although it had a more powerful engine, this Evolution was larger, heavier, and slower around the track, not to mention the increasing price tag. By 2014, the sports compact craze was waning and Evo sales were on the decline. Then, Mitsubishi hung up the Evo towel.